Okay, here we've got partial fractions, and we've got this thing where we've got the squared factor, and the difficulty that people have is getting the first line sorted. So we're going to want 9x minus 14 here, so we need to have multiplied by x plus 4 once and x minus 1 squared, so that's the factor x minus 1 twice. Well, so we need that to equal a, and we're going to multiply by this, which will get rid of this, and this squared, so we're going to have a times the bracket squared. Okay, what we're not doing is multiplying by x minus 1, and then because we've got b and c, multiplying by x minus 1 squared again. So sometimes you see people thinking they're multiplying by x minus 1 a total of 3 times. You're not. You're going to end up with 9x minus 14 here, so we're just multiplying by that, and we're multiplying by x minus 1 just squared. So when you get to b, yes, we're going to get the x minus 1 disappearing. The other x minus 1 that we multiply by is going to appear as a factor, and x plus 4 is going to appear as a factor. So for this one, you're going to have a times a bracket squared. You're going to have b times a bracket times a bracket. But when you get to c, we're multiplying by x minus 1 squared. Okay, and the only other thing we're multiplying by is x plus 4. So this is going to disappear, and you're going to get c times a bracket. Okay, so that's how you get the second line. Okay. So make sure you haven't got too many factors of x minus 1 appearing. And then you're going to substitute in the smart values of x. So there are 2 smart values of x, okay? They're the values of x that make these various brackets equal 0. But we have 3 constants to find. So when you put the first value of x, smart value of x in, you're going to get one of these things. It's probably going to be a or c. When you put the second smart value of x in, it's going to be the other one of those. And you still haven't found b yet, so you put in a third value of x, but this doesn't have to be particularly smart. Put in an easy value for x, so that's usually 0. So unless one of these was 0, choose x equals 0 as your third one. But if x equals 0 has been used up, then choose a value like 1 or minus 1 or 2 or minus 2 until you've got one that hasn't been used up already. And what happens here is, okay, none of these terms drop out completely, but you've already got 2 of these 3 constants, a, b, and c. So you just put their values in, so you don't have any simultaneous equations. The third constant just drops out. Once you know what a, b, and c are, okay, this particular question says find the values of a, b, and c, so you'll get away with a equals, b equals, c equals, but it's always a good plan to write out this whole thing with those constants in place. Why not do it? It doesn't take long.